had a real mystery on our hands this week. The scholars in this room are a part of the crew of the ship the Mighty Envisioneer. While in search of an ancient treasure, we were marooned on an island and a key part of our navigational map went missing. Of the entire crew, we have identified 4 suspects. Today, you will hear the evidence that was collected against Dr. Smart and Shipwright Neff. Thank you.
Hello, we are Medical Examiners A. Today we'll be talking about a lung model, the SAM splint, the sling, and more medical emergencies.
In emergency medicine, also known as wilderness medicine, it helps the patient to get stabilized before they go to a hospital. One of the things that is used in emergency medicine is the SAM splint. It makes it so that way you cannot use the injured part of your body. It was most used on the arm, neck, or ankle.
There's also a lung model that we decided to build. This ties in if you have leaks in this balloon, the diaphragm will act right and won't pull pressure from what's acting like the nostrils. It will not expand like the normal lungs.
A lot of the crew members had cuts and minor fractures, so we used the SAM splint to stabilize them. And Sydney Young had a collapsed lung, so the model helped us understand the lung better. We treated all the crew members and got back to work. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm part of the engineer specialist on our journey on the Envisioneer. And I'm going to tell you about how we made and programmed our robots. We started off by making our robots in groups, and we had to program them to sequence by lining up. And in my opinion, this was, if not the hardest challenge that we had to face here on the Envisioneer. And we finished this challenge on Thursday.
On Wednesday, we made a grid with a start, turn on red light, and turn on blue light, and finish square. When we got on a square, we had to do it, it said, with our M-bots. This project was to rescue the missing crewmates Shipwright Robert Neff and first mate Sydney Young.
There was a terrible storm and everything flooded. On Thursday morning, we went to go check on the chef, and he was in a panic. All our food was missing. Luckily, one of our crew members was able to locate the food, but it was not accessible by foot. And so an amazing engineer by the name of Engineer Specialist, aka me, came up with an idea to build a bridge to cross the river that was holding us back. The bridge would be big and strong enough for the M-bots, but due to the lack of supplies, it would not be able to withhold our weight. We were able to make 2 bridges, this is one of them as you can see, that worked, which meant double the supplies we brought back. It was a very long and hard mission, but eventually we accomplished it and got our supplies back.
Hello, we are Medical Examination Group B, and we will be telling you what has been happening so far in our medical investigation.
Hi, my name is Medical Exam B, and I'm going to tell you some parts of the human heart. One part of the human heart is the vena cava. The vena cava is located at the top of the heart. The vena cava is just a big vein that carries blood to the heart and other parts of the body. Next, we're going to talk about the right atrium. The right atrium receives blood low in oxygen from the body and then empties the blood into the right ventricle. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the right ventricle. This part of the body just receives deoxygenated blood from the right atrium.
Hi, I'm Medic Examiner B, and Wednesday we dissected a cow heart. There were some vomiting parts, you felt like. And in our story that we finished yesterday, the Envisioneer had crashed on an island. Some of the crewmates were injured, and we had lost 2 crewmates on the island. One of the crewmates had been working hard trying to fix the Envisioneer. He got so exhausted that he could not work at all.
Ow, I think a snake bit me. Well, while we're on the subject, when we rescued the crewmates using the M-bots, one of them had suffered from a snake bite. The snakes on the island are the red-tailed green rat snake, the Malayan pit viper, the banded crate, and the king cobra. She had said that the snake was brown and had dark spots. It had a flat head and it was about 3 feet long. The only snake that was about 3 feet long was the Malayan pit viper, about 2.7 feet long. The snake that had bit the crewmate was the Malayan pit viper. The snake had hemotoxic venom and it affects the blood. The symptoms are blood clots, strokes, seizures, and heart attacks. All the other snakes except the red-tailed rat snake, which is non-venomous, contain neurotoxic venom, which affects your nerves and heart. The symptoms are slower breathing, dizziness, paralysis, and you are unable to talk. Plus, you are unable to see. If you ever do get bitten by a snake, you should always try to stay calm or else the venom will pump faster into your heart. In the end, we gave the crew member the right anti-venom and she recovered quickly. Wow, this snake venom, it's making me feel.
Hi, we're the blood drop analysts. On our mission, we had to analyze drops of blood.
In our mission, we discovered blood splattered in our ship.
We had to drop blood from all different heights to discover where the blood came from.
And the heights were 66 inches, 30 inches, and 12 inches to compare the splatters to the ones on the ship.
The blood that we found on the ship came from at least 30 inches up.
And then we were able to figure out that the blood came from Shipwright Neff's pant leg.
This is how we dropped the blood. Thank you.
So this week we experimented on 4 different powdered substances to figure out which one matched the pH level of the mysterious component. The 4 substances were cream of tartar, powdered sugar, baking soda, and cornstarch. So we added vinegar and iodine to each one individually, and the mystery component ended up having the same pH level as the cornstarch.
We also use fingerprints. We also use fingerprint analysis to be able to learn how to use fingerprints. On this cup, you can see that we powdered the fingerprints and we looked at them. We found key markings and we compared them to other fingerprints that we found on scene and was able to find the culprit.
This is what we have for forensic science. Thank you.
Based on all the evidence our STEM group has submitted, we believe that Dr. Smart and Shipwright Neff are guilty of stealing the ancient map. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, he's down from a snake bite. Oh well, I guess I'll just leave him.
Wait, where'd everyone go? Wait, did they leave me? Oh, I see the ship. Wait, why are they raising the sails? Oh gosh, no!